So what if I told you that scientists might have just stumbled upon a massive, hidden ocean of energy? One that's right underneath our feet. We're talking about an energy source so clean and so enormous it could literally change everything. Let's dig in.
Okay, so just how big are we talking? Billions of tons. That's not an exaggeration. Researchers have just found a gigantic, naturally occurring reserve of hydrogen underground, and it's completely rewriting what we thought we knew about this resource.
And to put billions of tons into perspective, what does that actually mean for us? Well, the early estimates suggest it could be enough clean fuel to power our entire planet for almost 1,000 years. Yeah, you heard that right, a millennium.
So let's talk about this hidden energy ocean. It's a resource that scientists are just now realizing is way more common than anyone ever dreamed, and it might just be kicking off a whole new era for clean energy.
You know, this discovery really flips everything on its head. For decades, the consensus in the science world was that natural hydrogen was super rare, only found in these tiny, useless pockets. Well, it looks like that chapter of the textbook needs a serious update. Now, to really understand why this is such a huge deal, we've got to look at the difference between the hydrogen we use today and this new natural stuff. And trust me, that distinction is what makes this a potential game changer.
Okay, so the star of the show here is something called geological hydrogen. Some people call it white hydrogen. Basically, it's hydrogen that nature makes all by itself, deep underground, when water bumps into certain iron-rich minerals. No factories, no emissions, just geology doing its thing.
And here's the key. Most of the hydrogen we use now is produced, which means we have to pump massive amounts of energy, usually from fossil fuels, just to create it. But geological hydrogen, it's already there, ready to go. We just need to tap into it, which could make it way, way cheaper and a whole lot cleaner. The process itself is actually pretty simple. Think of it like a recipe. First, water seeps deep down into the Earth's crust. Then, it reacts with those iron-rich minerals, which kicks off a chemical reaction. And boom, hydrogen gas is released and then trapped in underground reservoirs, just waiting for us.
So, if these giant reservoirs are out there, where are they? Well, this has basically kicked off a global treasure hunt. It's like a modern-day gold rush, but instead of gold, the prize is clean energy.
The big question that every energy expert is asking right now is, where are the hotspots? Where is this natural hydrogen bubbling up, giving us clues about the massive stores that might be sitting just below the surface?
And the answer is turning out to be, well, just about everywhere. We've already got promising sites popping up on multiple continents. We're talking Mali in Africa, France in Europe, and even right in the American Midwest. This isn't just one lucky find. It's a truly global resource.
And how they're finding it is pretty cool. Scientists are basically playing detective. They're using these super-sensitive tools to find tiny, almost invisible seeps of hydrogen gas escaping from the ground. These little leaks are the telltale signs, the breadcrumbs leading them to potentially huge reservoirs buried deep below.
All right, this all leads to the biggest question of all. If this resource is really as big as it seems, what could it actually mean for the future of our planet, for all of us? And get this isn't some far-off sci-fi dream. The timeline for tapping into this is surprisingly close. Some experts think we could see the first commercial wells up and running within the next 10 years. Now, of course, it's not going to be easy. There are huge challenges, from figuring out the best tech to drill for it to building the infrastructure to move it around. But the reason everyone's so excited, the reason this is worth the effort, is this one simple fact. When hydrogen burns, the only thing it leaves behind is water. That's it. No carbon dioxide, no greenhouse gases. Just H2O. So just take a second and try to picture what that future could look like. Think about our heavy industries, our factories, all our cars, trucks, and ships, all of it running on a constant clean energy source that comes from the Earth itself. And imagine our cities with the lights on and homes heated, all without adding a single ounce of warming pollution to the atmosphere. When you zoom out, the potential impacts are just world-changing. This could completely reshape energy markets, help countries become truly energy independent, and finally put us on a path to real, long-term sustainability. So it really leaves you with one big, profound thought. For centuries, we've looked up to the sun and the wind for our clean energy. But what if one of the biggest keys to our future has been down here, hiding right under our feet the entire time?